What's up guys, CJ here, and welcome back to another all-new Hybrid Network News Flash. And today we've got a spicy new Star Wars Episode 9 rumor for you, one that actually could have some massive implications about the end of this trilogy, this film, and a major character from Star Wars history. Specifically, this comes to us by way of Mr. Sunday Movies, a YouTuber near and dear to my own heart, who I'm sure a lot of you out there have heard of or are fans of. Specifically, he dropped this rumor in his hot scoop or shot of poop segment. It's kind of what he called it here, basically saying that he's confident enough to put this out, and if he's wrong, he's going to do a shot of poop because he doesn't want to clickbait you. Mr. Sunday Movies revealed that an iconic character from Star Wars lore is going to be returning to Episode 9, Emperor Palpatine, and that none other than Matt Smith is going to be playing him. That's right, Emperor Palpatine played by Matt Smith. Smith, of course, is one of the new additions to the film, joined by others like Richard E. Grant, Naomi Ackie, and Kerry Russell. But all of those roles, all of those actors' roles, I should say, have been kept entirely under wraps until now. With Smith, you always kind of assumed he was going to be playing someone in the First Order. Obviously, he's known probably best for his role as the likable 11th Doctor, but his work on The Crown and in other films, even Terminator Genesis, let's say, kind of showed that he has this sinister side that he can absolutely bring out and mess around with that kind of lines him up perfectly with either an Empire role or a First Order role, and Emperor Palpatine definitely falls in that bid. But how exactly could Palpatine return? That's an interesting question, and it's one not necessarily completely confirmed here in this report. Mr. Sunday Movies and his co-host on that podcast did mention that there's a chance that it could involve time travel, something introduced in Star Wars Rebels' final season, which wasn't really time travel in the strictest sense, like Back to the Future style. Instead, it was more like Interstellar, where you kind of go into this other dimension and experience time in a different way, and you can visit different points. Personally, I think the most likely solution, which they also mentioned, is that this is a clone of Emperor Palpatine, which is something that we saw in the old Legends canon about, I believe it was like somewhere between 5 or 10 years after Return of the Jedi. Palpatine was reborn in clone form, something that he had been planning for a long time. He was never able to master Plagueis' long life. He wasn't able to crack how Plagueis figured that out and could stop himself from dying, so instead he chose to transfer his spirit into a clone body, which was made for him by the Kaminoans. Definitely seems like something Palpatine could have done, and could also have done in canon. It's something that obviously is not canon right now, but it wouldn't be too surprising to see them bring that back, especially for the purposes of getting Palpatine back in this universe. Now, of course, as with any rumor, take this with a grain of salt. Mr. Sunday Movies did say this was in the form of an anonymous email, but the details provided to him made him confident enough to mention it and talk about it on this podcast. And again, the man said that he would take a shot of poop if it's wrong, so I think that tells you he's feeling pretty confident about it. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think about this potential casting. Personally, I like Matt Smith in the role. It's going to be a little weird to see someone other than Ian McDiarmid playing Emperor Palpatine, something that he's done for literal decades. But honestly, I think Smith could pull it off. But how it's going to be used in the movie, if it is true, is another question entirely. That's going to do it for me here, though. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to smash that like if you like what you saw, subscribe for more great content every single day, and consider turning on your notifications to be alerted every time we upload a new video. Signing off, this is CJ, and I'll see you next time.